Let's get it, MP. You ready to give these fans what they paid for?
Get ready to light it up tonight.
The National Basketball Association of Austin Celtic committed to a safe protocol such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play, spectators engaging in substance.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in, well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
MP and his team are trying to become a powerhouse in the defensive end of the ball. They're hoping to mount a concerted effort to slow teams down.
So far, so good. I give MP props for delivering so far on that promise. But any team can have an off night. To prove you're the real deal on defense requires a much longer stretch of time to observe.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Hart is out there with Towns. Then there's Baller. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Brunson in at the 1 spot. 4 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, they split their series last year. Both sides have loads of talent. It should be an entertaining meeting again.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
To the inside, Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Yeah, try as they might, the defense can't stop Porzingis inside. He's too tall and too committed.
Now here's Brunson. His last outing, he had 18 points.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, and that shows how much confidence he has in his ability and the work that he's put into his game.
Here's Holiday. Brunson with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Towns, a screen on Holiday. Fires from 18. And it's Towns missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Out to Porzingis. Towns with the steal. Anunoby with it. Picked up by Brown. Pass to Bowler. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Brown. Outside, White. Pass to Porzingis. Puts one up from 19. It's rebounded by Towns. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Baller. And here's Towns. New York moving the ball around. Anunoby. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at New York. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Knicks are, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
Now here's Tatum. Last game we saw him score 13. Over in the corner, White. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Pass to Baller. Towns for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the 3. We'll see if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now White, after OG Anunoby missed from long range. And it's White missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now Porzingis after the missed 3 from Baller. Porzingis with the ball. 23 points his last outing. Shoots over Towns, and no good. Trying to use the glass. Brunson, right side. Here's Baller. Against Miami, he was really on his game. And the 3-ball is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Porzingis with a screen on Hart. Tatum kicks to Porzingis. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
Well, I love the response by Porzingis. Terrific work coming back with his own triple.
Here's Brunson. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Robinson Earls checked in for Tatum. Hachimura, he's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for OG Anunoby. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Second. The Knicks leading by 4 on the court for the Knicks. They've got Towns, Rui Hachimura out there with Baller. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in a 2-guard. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Here's Baller. Still yet to score. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Davison. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The kick out to Towns. New York moving the ball around. Hachimura, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Tatum. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Brunson, right side. Brunson, hard finish inside.
So assertive on the drive. Brunson doesn't let the contact slow him down.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Driving in. Ripped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Tatum finishing off the break. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Stolen. Here's Baller. Jams it in off the great move.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Lock at 6. To the paint. Shoots. Bank shot. No good. The Knicks with the lead. Bridges outside. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. From outside, off the mark. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Nets. Launches a 3. Hauser misses. For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And that one, good. And now a 3-point New York lead.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Hachimura. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. By Porzingis. Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Baller. Towns the screen. Baller passes to Towns. Here's Baller. Towns, the screen. There's the lob to Towns. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And here we have an opportunity to check out Karl Anthony Towns.
He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 19 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Baller in that last game against Miami got the job done. He finished with 17 points, and along with that scoring, he brought some defensive intensity as well. He showed terrific versatility. He impacted the game in a number of ways. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
To Porzingis, and that's a foul called on Baller. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
On defense, the Knicks. Down kicks to Holiday. Tatum with the screen on Brunson. And Drew Holiday with the 3. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, Holiday will make you pay from deep. The defense has to chase him off that line.
From deep, Brunson. Porzingis against Towns. 6 on the shot clock. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Towns. Anunoby's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, you have to appreciate how selfless Towns is. If you get wide open, he'll reward you.
A nice shot by Brown.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Outside White. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Taken away by Holiday. And that's a foul called on Baller. Close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are for the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
With Joker, because of his size and skill level, even great defenders have it hard. He can post you up, he can hit the 3, he does it all.
And you think about how good a shape he's in now, I wouldn't mind trying. Now moving on to the Boston Celtics and the close first half they played.
You love to see this kind of chemistry. It's like our chemistry on the set. Everyone knows.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Hart finds Towns. to Baller. 6 to shoot. It's Hart on the wing. Guarded by Tatum. Good.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Now here's Brown. D right on him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Brunson against Holiday. Here's Baller. 7 points in the game. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 5. Brown with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Porzingis, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Porzingis has got 11.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside, able to practically play on top of the D. And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the link to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
Porzingis against Towns. Porzingis can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Towns finds Anunoby. Here's Baller. Light covering. There's the pick. Really left alone that time. Hart's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
The 3 from Tatum. Tatum from 3.
And nice shot by Tatum. Answering the 3 from the other end.
On deep, Brunson. Rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. For the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. They get the rebound. New York moving the ball around. Here's Baller. He's covered by Brown. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him. He takes advantage of him in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's White. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And Towns gets it to go.
Well, defensively, they've just looked lost in the second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
Back to Brown. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, and Porzingis is deceptively mobile at times, which makes him dangerous in pick and rolls.
Towns, a screen on White. Back to Towns from past the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Brown outside. Outside, White. Pass to Brown. Holiday with it. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Missed it. He's now made 6 of 10 from the field.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Brunson. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Hart the pass to Ball. Back to Hart. Towns the screen. Lets it go from deep. Hart, no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And he goes in for the dunk.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 8. And here's White. Outside Tatum. Back to White. A baseline J. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Tatum against Hart. Knocked loose. Porzingis with the steal. Outside Tatum. Outside White. Tatum setting the pick for White. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Baller passes to Hart. Here's Baller. He's got 11. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Dan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Oh, we have the time. Let's take a look at last season's best transition team. In 4th, the Celtics.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And the Celtics making a change here. Walsh is checked in. Celtics trail by 10. A 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. It's picked off. Here's Robinson Earl, and he finishes nicely on the way. Robinson Earl's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
There's 1:40 left in the 3rd quarter. New York, no good that time either. The Celtics have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Count it, good. Pritchard's got 5 now.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
The Knicks leading by 6. Hachimura the pass to Bridges. Here's Baller. Driving to the basket. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bridges. And he knocks down the jumper. He's got 10.
Oh, how about the ball handling from Bridges? Just taking his time in that pick and roll.
There's 53 seconds left in the 3rd. Pass to Brown. A fader. It's rebounded by New York. Baller's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Capella. Here's Baller. He's got 11. Into the lane. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Brown outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bridges deciding where to go with it. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Baller passes to Bridges. No good with the wing jumper.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense.
And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Knicks, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. OG Anunoby comes in for Bridges. And it's Baller in for Miles McBride. New York leading by 18. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Josh Hart out there with Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Baller, and it's Brunson in at the point. Baller passes to Towns, and he gets the bucket. Towns has got 14 points now in the second half. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for New York.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Just 4 to shoot. Holiday, Boston, no good that time either.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Hart, that's good. Hart's got 5 points in the quarter.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Outside Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. Pass to White to end the run. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
Baller passes to Anunoby. Here's Baller. Towns a screen on White. Baller. And it's off from three-point range. Celtics trail by 21. Down low. Porzingis with the steal. Brown against Anunoby. And that's a foul called on Baller. That will be foul number 5 on him. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here on free throw coming up.
Such a strong guard, Jrue Holiday, finishing through contact.
The Knicks leading by 18. Here's Baller. Here's Hart. Misses the three.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs, and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Fires the three, and that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Baller. Baller's got 9 points here in the second half. Inside, here's White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Here's Hart, and again it's New York.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
It's White on the wing. There's the drive. Misses from close range. New York leading by 19.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Knicks.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Baller.
Well, he was so active defensively, anticipating, grabbing steals, one of the most underappreciated stats in the game.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Hart the pass to Baller. Hart with a screen on White. Now Hart, 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
5 seconds left in the 4th. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was...
Hey, yo, bad play.
That's right. They can't stop.